Ad agencies don't want you to know this, but you can make insanely realistic UGC ads using basically normal tools without paying for overpriced software. First things first is grab our product. So I'm going to be using these Goalie Nutrition Gummies. So to generate our female UGC influencer, I found this really cool trick. So go ahead, go over to Pinterest and search for a 21-year-old male influencer and find a picture that has good quality. So here I see this one of a male influencer. He's out on his porch. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go over to Gemini, or another way to access Nano Banana. I'm going to paste in the image. I'm going to click create image. And then instead of fast, I'm going to set it to pro. Then I'm going to type in this prompt. So add this man's girlfriend to the picture. She should be standing next to him. They should not be touching. She is a brunette. She looks 21. So I'm going to go ahead and send it. I prefer this method to generating a female influencer much better than the other more advanced methods. So it just gave us this picture. Perfect. Now this picture looks super real. You wouldn't even think this is AI. So now we have our influencer on the left. Now I'm going to type in remove the man from the picture. I'm going to click submit. Perfect. So now we have this picture of our AI influencer. Looks super real. I'm going to go ahead and download it. All right, now that it downloaded, I'm going to click new chat on Gemini. I'm going to hit create image again. I'm going to change the fast to pro. I'm going to drag in our new image of our AI influencer. Go to the link in the description where I have my prompts completely for free and grab this prompt called get a shot of the girl for voiceover. So I'm going to grab it, go back to Gemini and paste it in. So what this is going to do is going to create an image of like her in her bedroom or some natural setting, because we want to get those frames where she'll be talking to have that voiceover throughout the ad. Now it generated her in the room, but the thing is she's looking away from the camera. So if that happens, just say make her whole body facing the camera. Her shoulders are squared towards the lens. Then I'm gonna hit submit. It generated this image. This is perfect. We can go ahead and use this. So now let's go ahead and download it. If you want to make any more changes, you can always type to Nano Banana. Say you want to add something on the background of the wall. Say you want to clean up her room. You can always go ahead and type in those changes. But for the sake of this video, I'll use this picture. Next thing we're gonna want to do is go to labs.google. So this is going to open up Google Flow, where we can access Google VO3, which is an AI model which we can use to create the video. Now this is also specifically to make the voiceover A roll where she will be talking about the product. Now once you open up a new project, where it says text to video, go ahead and click frames to video, then click the upload button, upload the picture of the AI influencer and switch it from landscape to portrait, and then hit crop and save. Now we'll go ahead and need to grab our script. If you don't already have a script, I actually made a GPT that will make a script for you. So once you've opened up the UGC ad script writer, which I made, we're going to type in our product and a description. My product is Goalie Gummies, and for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say they help clear skin, they give women more energy, and the gummies like fix gut health. So I'm going to say the gummies remove acne and give clear skin. The gummies also fix gut health and give women more energy. We're going to go ahead and send this. So it gave us a solid script. Everyone says acne fixes start with expensive skincare. That advice wrecked my skin and drained my energy. So we can go ahead and copy the script, just throw it onto a Google Doc. And you notice even at the end, there is a call to action which says tap the on-screen button and grab Goalie now. And you can edit your script as you want. I'm going to make some grammar changes and make sure that each line doesn't have more than like 20 words, because we're going to split these up so we can actually generate our voiceover. And then to make the woman say the voiceover, go to the prompt document, which I have in the description again, and where it says generating voiceover, copy the prompt. So I'm going to copy the whole prompt here. So I'm going to end it where it says TikTok UI, copy. Now I'm going to go over to VO and paste in that prompt. Now I'm going to delete where it says subscribe today and you can order 5 bottles for the price of 1. And then I'm going to paste in the first line of my script. So everyone says fixing acne starts with expensive skincare. That advice wrecked my skin and drained my energy. So I'm going to copy that, paste it in, and then make sure you're on VO 3.1 fast, and then your aspect ratio is portrait and your outputs per prompt are 1 to save credits. Now let's hit generate.
Everyone says fixing acne starts with expensive skincare. That advice wrecked my skin and drained my energy.
Sweet, that clip is perfect. Let's generate the rest. I'm going to go ahead and grab the second line of the script. I'm going to go here to the video and I'm going to click the reuse prompt button, scroll down, and I'm going to replace the script with the new one. And then if the voiceover sounds weird, you can always regenerate it a couple times. So now we're going to repeat this process for the next 2 lines of our script. So again, I'm going to copy the line of script, go back, click reuse, then I'm going to paste it in. I'm also going to do this for the next line of script as well. So now that we have all of our generations, we're going to start to download them. So click the little download button right here, then click upscaled 1080p. Then the video will upscale and automatically download. Once you have the UGC videos downloaded, open up your editing software of choice. I'm going to use Premiere Pro, but you can always use CapCut or something free. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the video files and drag them into the editing software. Now let's line them up in the correct order. Then also, there's some audio bugs here and there. Let's remove those. So you can see at the end of this clip, there's a space with no audio. Listen.
And drained my energy.
So here there's a space with no energy. I'm going to go ahead and crop that out. There we go. And then at the end of the next clip, there's the same sort of thing.
Uneven skin.
I'm going to take the part with no audio at the end, clip it out. And then the next clip, there's a bit of a pause in the beginning. So I'm going to delete that. Let's make it flow much better. And then in this clip, listen to this.
Energy smoother, skin looked clearer.
There's a little sound effect that plays, so you can do two things. You can either regenerate the clip or just remove the sound effect and try to go without it. I just went ahead and regenerated it quickly and listen to it now.
Energy smoother, skin looked clearer.
Perfect. So we got rid of that weird sound effect at the end. And then the last clip is the call to action.
If you want simpler skin support and real everyday energy, tap the on-screen button and grab Goalie now.
She's not holding the product now, so we have to go ahead and add the B-roll of her holding the product and talking about it, showing it off. So I created an awesome GPT that will help with this as well. Go to my B-roll generator GPT, type in your product to describe it. I'm going to say my product is Goalie Gummies. My actor is a 21-year-old girl. The gummies get rid of acne. The gummies also fix gut health and improve energy. Generate some B-roll of the girl holding the uploaded product. Some B-roll of her cooking with the product nearby. Some B-roll of the girl holding the Golly bottle and more. We're going to go ahead and send this. We have a ton of B-roll prompt options already. So some is a playful product hold. One's cooking with the product nearby. Close-up bottle hold. Taking gummies. And since the beginning of my script talks about fixing acne, I'm going to say give some frames that show the model scrubbing off her terrible acne with skincare lotion, just so we can start off the video with her actually scrubbing her face. So we have an applying lotion with focus scene. I'm going to go ahead and copy this Nano Banana prompt. I'm going to go back to Gemini, hit Create Image Pro. I'm going to paste in the prompt. Then I'm going to drag in the AI influencer, which we have. And I'm also going to drag in the product, like so. Perfect. We got this image that looks like an AI model with acne. She's rubbing it off, so we can use this as our first frame of the video. I'm going to go ahead and download it. Now we're going to repeat this process. Go ahead, use my tool to find prompts for B-roll shots and generate a bunch related to your product. So this one will actually generate a picture of her taking the gummies. I'm going to go ahead and copy this prompt. I'm going to paste it into Gemini. I hit Create Image in Pro. I'm going to drag in the picture of our product, and I'm going to drag in the picture of our influencer and hit submit. Perfect. We got this picture of her opening the bottle. I'm going to download this one. There's a shot of her cooking with the product nearby. Let's go ahead and try to make this one. I'm going to copy it, go back into Gemini. Then again, I uploaded the influencer and the product, hit submit. Again, it's a good idea to create B-roll shots that go along with what we're talking about in the script. So for when it says drained my energy in the script, we can go ahead and create a B-roll of her looking tired or looking drained. Perfect. We got this picture of her cooking in the kitchen with the bottle nearby. I'm going to go ahead and download this. And then in the B-roll generator, I'm going to say give some B-roll shots that show her looking sad/tired. She is sitting in bed exhausted. Perfect. We got a prompt for sitting on the bed, slumped and drained. I'm going to copy this one and put it back in Gemini. Perfect. It generated an image of her looking sad. I'll download this one. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and create a ton of B-roll shots, maybe even like 10, 11, 12, just so we have a ton of options to work with. So using my GPT along with Gemini, I generated a ton of B-roll. Look at this. So we have these shots, all of this. She's feeling sad, holding her stomach. She's eating the gummies. She's showing the gummies. She's balancing them on her head. A ton of interesting stuff. Now we have to actually turn these images into videos. So I'm going to go over to Higgsfield. I'll leave the link in the description. Now I'll go to the video tab and then click Kling 2.6. Now what we're going to want to do on the left is generate each of our B-roll images one by one. So I'm going to click this, and then first I have the B-roll shot of her rubbing the skincare. Then we're going to give a light description. Girl is rubbing in her makeup onto her skin. She does not speak. Make sure you add she does not speak for each prompt. Make sure you go ahead and turn the audio feature off since we don't need audio. And then I'm going to go with Kling 2.6, duration 5 seconds, and then I'm going to hit generate. Let's take a look at our first generation. Perfect. She's rubbing in the acne. This is great. Now we're going to want to repeat this with all the B-roll photos we have. So for this image of her opening up the supplement bottle, I'm going to say girl takes the cap off of a supplement bottle. She is happy. She does not speak. Let's generate this. Then once you've generated videos for all of your B-roll images, come back. I went ahead and dropped in the B-roll and added it over to the relevant parts of the voiceover, and I can go ahead and show you the finished product. I also went ahead and added some auto captions. But anyways, the B-roll completely transformed the ad.
Everyone says fixing acne starts with expensive skincare. That advice wrecked my skin and drained my energy.
Turns out my problem was inside. Sluggish digestion, bloating, low energy, showing up as dull, uneven skin. I started taking these gummies daily and my gut felt lighter, energy smoother, skin looked clearer. If you want simpler skin support and real everyday energy, tap the on-screen button and grab Goli now.
I created a video breaking down how I got over 2 million organic views on a simple AI video. Click the video on the screen to see how you can copy my system.